It is estimated that there are 12.4 trillion photos taken throughout history. A lot of the photos are normal, such as selfies and sky photos, but over these past years, cursed images are becoming more mainstream. A lot of the time when we look at these cursed photos, we don't really know where they came from. So in today's video, I will be talking about the origins of cursed images. Welcome back to another video. Before this video starts, huge shout out to these creators, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to find the origins of the cursed images that I talk about in this video. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and go buy yourself something nice at EARL using my link in the description below. The End. The End is a very popular liminal space image that has been on the internet for many years. It is also known as a false end in the Backrooms lore. This is a photo of a library with an eerie yellow lighting similar to the infamous Backrooms photo. The photo seems to be an abandoned library with a sign saying The End. So where was this photo taken? It was taken inside a Borders bookstore. Borders is a bookstore, music store, and cafe that was around in 1971, and in 2014 all Borders went out of business for a handful of reasons, but one big reason was that they invested too much money in music CDs and DVDs right when everything was becoming digital. So they shut down due to a bad business move. Since all Borders shut down in 2014, that means that this photo was taken in 2014 or before that. How do I know that this photo was taken at a Borders bookstore? Well, Jaden Salads made a video about finding the locations of famous liminal space images, and he happened to find this information. And plus, looking at other abandoned Borders stores, they do kind of look like the End photo. Same yellow walls with text on the walls. Plus the fonts are very similar with the two. So now we know the origins to this image. But do we know the exact store that this photo was taken? After all, there used to be so many Borders bookstores, and it would be impossible to find the exact location. After all, every Borders bookstore closed down in 2014. Well, Jaden Salads did it once again, by finding the exact location. After he posted his initial video talking about the End image, he would receive an email saying this.
Hello, in your video about liminal space locations, you mentioned that you do not know where the place is located, only that it's a Borders bookstore. A while back, I came across a video or Reddit post or something like that. Apparently, this is a Borders bookstore off of Interstate 5, next to a railway and an Outback Steakhouse in Orange County, California. It has since been turned into a Sky Zone trampoline park. By using Street View spots and the date changer, you can see the images of the store. It has been theorized that the end is near was a joke made up by the staff to say that the store's end is near.
Jaden would do an investigation on the Borders bookstore from Orange County, California. He would then find a 2011 Yelp page from that exact Borders location. He then found this photo which looks almost identical to the End photo. However, there is a small problem. This is a false lead. Even though both photos almost look identical, the photo on the Yelp page has red pillars instead of the green and blue pillars we see in the End photo. Jaden would then find a website that shows an alternate angle of the End photo, but the wall says the End is near, meaning that this photo predates the other End photo. The website posted this photo on April 6, 2011. In that same post, they credit the image to BuzzFeed, but when you go to the BuzzFeed's website, they source the image back to Reddit. The Reddit link takes you to a Reddit post posted on r/pics on April 4th, 2011. The Reddit post would say, "Found this at my local Borders." The top comment of that post would say, "Would that happen to be at the block of Orange in California?" Which then would get a reply back saying, "Yorba Linda, California." So the End photo was taken inside at a Borders in Yorba Linda, California. Currently in 2023, that Borders store is now a Sprouts.
Next, the last chapter for one of the country's biggest bookstore chains.
For Borders, it is, yes, the end of the story. In February, the book chain...
Level 94. This is a very classic liminal space image and is part of the Backrooms lore as Level 94. However, this image has been found before the popularity of the Backrooms. On April 30th, 2022, somebody posted on Reddit asking for any leads for the image, and the top comment would reply saying that this was made by Gabriel Traversat. The top comment would also link their Tumblr page. And if you scroll all the way down, you could find the level 94 image. The artist made this image by photoshopping other images together and making them dreamlike. The same artist also made this other infamous liminal space photo of a house with a rainbow, which is such a classic photo. It was already obvious that these weren't photos taken of a real location because they do look fake. But I low-key wish that these places were real because it looks extremely relaxing and I would honestly love to live there. Cursed Teletubbies. This is an iconic image that I have seen for many years now. The photo contains a kid on a hospital bed being surrounded by the Teletubbies. However, these don't even look like the Teletubbies at all. It looks more like a custom homemade cosplay of the Teletubbies, but another YouTuber that goes by the name Scare Theater actually shows more images containing the same costumes. Looking back at the photo, it is clear that this was taken inside of a hospital, mainly because you see a hospital bed and the IV pole. In the background, you also see a poster by Dennis Bergkamp, who's a Dutch football player, making this a photo that was most likely taken in the Netherlands. If you look to the upper right of the image, it seems that this is a photo of another photo. The oldest record of this photo being on the internet dates back to this Reddit post that was uploaded on December 2nd, 2015 with the caption, "As if being sick as a kid wasn't bad enough." The original uploader of the image would say this in the comments. "I noticed this on the wall in the children's ward of an English hospital under the heading Celebrities Who Visited Us. I found it both hilarious and horrifying." Another hilarious thing is when you look at the comments, you see somebody ask, "Why does it look so ominous, dark, and gloomy in that room?" And then the original uploader replies back with, "It's a British hospital." I don't know why, but that's just funny to me. Scare Theater even got into contact with the original uploader and states that the original photo, the photo of the picture he took, is probably over 25 years old. At least we know somewhat of the origins to this photo and even the location of this photo. But a question that I really want to get answered is who is the kid in the photo and who are the people in the Teletubbies costumes? That's one question that won't be solved anytime soon. Birthday party room. Every time I look at this photo, I feel very nostalgic. This is also one of the very few liminal space images that feels like I've been in before. No joke, when I watched the Dora movie and went to the movie theater, they had a party room that looks almost identical to this image. That's besides the point. Well, finding the origins to this photo isn't that hard since the answer is literally in the photo. If you look at the wall, there's a banner reading Jumping Jack's Fun Zone. And by Google searching Jumping Jack's Fun Zone, you can see that this is a real fun zone located at Fort Myers, Florida. You can even find the original photo by going through their photos. Something very interesting that I found out was that the photo they originally uploaded was in HD instead of the grainy one that most of us have seen. 1983 clown. This photo has surfaced the web for many years now with the caption, "A clown from a 1983 birthday party." However, this photo isn't a real person and it's not even from a 1983 birthday party. This is instead an animatronic similar to those fortune teller machines. Virtual Carbon made a video briefly mentioning the origins of the photo, but I wanted more answers, so I DM'd Virtual Carbon on Instagram, and to my surprise, he found more information on the photo and found more photos of the same clown animatronic that wasn't mentioned in his initial video. The creepy clown animatronic was created by Aaron Fetcher as a mall kiosk greeter/info booth for an IAAPA convention in 1983 where he greeted visitors. Not much is known about the show tape he ran off of, but he has about 6 movements. He is dressed in a bright colorful clown outfit and wig, which was designed and showcased by Creative Engineering's costume department. He sits in a booth that slightly resembles a carousel with 4 white bars and a colorful circular top on top of a large colorful wooden platform as the figure has no legs. The white bars on top of the booth still exist today, but have been dismantled for storage. His scary appearance has resulted in his fame on the internet, and he currently resides in a basement of Creative Engineering. The actual name of the clown is currently unknown. It is currently unknown what he was originally supposed to sound like, as his show tape contains no audio. The black bird sitting on his platform was originally part of the Wizard of Oz show. Footage of the clown at an IAAPA convention surfaced in 2021. However, the clown was not activated and could only be seen from a distance. School hallway. This is a popular liminal space photo and is one of my personal favorites. For some reason, I felt like I've dreamt about this image before, and my old high school had a very similar hallway to this one. I always wondered if this image was real or fake, but it turns out that this image is actually real. A Reddit comment said that this is a photo of the Hillside Intermediate School in Bridgewater, New Jersey. However, the Redditor didn't provide any evidence, but luckily Jaden Salads did his own investigation to confirm it's 100% true. In the hallway photo, you do see grass, a curb, the concrete floor, and a dumpster. When you go on Google Maps, you can do an aerial view where you can see the grass, the curb, concrete floor, and even the dumpster. However, the dumpster is in a different location, but that makes sense because when they dump the trash, they don't normally put it in the same exact precise location. If you need some more proof that this is the same location as the infamous hallway, just take a look at the brick wall, and on the roof you see a metal lining. Well, if you go on YouTube and search up the school, you can see that the school's walls from the outside are made with bricks and have that same metal lining. So I can confirm that the original photo was taken at the Hillside Intermediate School in New Jersey. Big shout out to Jaden Salad since he was the one to confirm the location. Level 37. Level 37, also known as Sublimity, is a level in the back rooms showing these very unusual pool rooms. These are very iconic liminal space images, and to be honest, I would love to visit this place in the summer because it looks very refreshing. But sadly, these places aren't real. These photos were made by an artist named Jared Pike, who is known for making these type of pool liminal space images. Have you seen this man in your dreams? Yeah, I'm aware that I used to look like him in my older videos, because I've gotten hundreds of comments saying that. But it is now time for me to talk about the origins of this photo. The photo known as this man is a person who allegedly appeared in thousands of people's dreams since 2006, but has never been identified in the real world. The website claimed that the first person who reported dreaming about this man was a patient of a psychiatrist in New York City in 2006, and that 4 other patients of the same had also recognized the same face. The website also claimed that more than 3,000 people had contacted the site to share their stories and drawings of this man. The website offered various possible explanations for the phenomenon, ranging from the mundane or supernatural. However, this is fake, and that nobody has ever dreamt about this man. The photo was created by a marketing strategist named Andrea Natala, and he simply photoshopped the images and made a fake story behind it, as well as a fake website so he can post a fake story on it. He made this just for the fake story to go viral. Something awesome about this story is that Andrea got offered a real marketing job after his publicity stunt, so congrats to him. Jimmy. Jimmy is the main protagonist villain of the creepypasta Liars. He was a high school student who loved to make crude and unfunny jokes, which caused the bullies to throw acid on his face and get burned. However, he begins to lose his sanity and plans to get revenge on the bullies by murdering them. This is basically a knockoff story of Jeff the Killer. So what are the origins of this image? Well, this photo actually came from a rock band called Liars, and they made a music video on May 22nd, 2006 titled "We Fenced Other Gardens with the Bones of Our Own," which in the music video you see Jimmy. By looking at the creepypasta photo, it does seem to be somewhat edited, so they just screenshotted the music video and edited the photo briefly. Real life Krusty Krab. This is another favorite liminal space image of mine because it's the Krusty Krab, and who doesn't love SpongeBob? This image looks extremely dreamlike and eerie. It kind of looks uncanny in a way because you're so used to seeing the Krusty Krab animated, but when you see in real life, it doesn't feel right. You may think that this is a Photoshop photo. After all, if this was a real Krusty Krab, so many people would have known about this already. But this is actually a real photo. A real Krusty Krab restaurant was opened somewhere between 2014, located in the Palestinian town known as Ramallah. There are other photos and videos of the exact restaurant proving that this was indeed a real place. Sadly, in 2019, the restaurant had to shut down for unknown reasons, but it's most likely due to copyright because I doubt that Nickelodeon gave them the rights to the Krusty Krab. Dick the Birthday Boy. I wasn't planning on adding this photo to this video just because I don't find this image creepy, but when you Google cursed images on Google, it's literally the first result. So I have to talk about the origins of this image. In the photo, you see the birthday boy named Dick standing in front of his birthday cake with this mascot creature to his right. The reason why I didn't find this image creepy the first time I looked at it was because I already had some context behind the photo. And if you have no idea who the mascot is, then I understand why some people may think that the image is somewhat creepy. The mascot's name is Billy Bob, a member of the Rocket Fire Explosion located at Showbiz Pizza. Showbiz Pizza was an American family entertainment center and restaurant pizza chain founded in 1980 by Robert L. Brock and Creative Engineering. It emerged after the separation between Brock and the owners of the Chuck E. Cheese franchise. All Showbiz Pizza locations closed down in 1992. You probably have been inside a Showbiz Pizza location before without you even realizing it. Because in the 90s, all Showbiz Pizza locations became Chuck E. Cheese's. In fact, the Showbiz animatronics were all reskinned to now be the Chuck E. Cheese characters. So next time when you're at Chuck E. Cheese and see the animatronics, just remember that those used to be Showbiz Pizza characters before they became the Chuck E. Cheese characters. So now you know the context behind this image. It was just some kid's birthday party at Showbiz Pizza, and they just took a photo of the birthday boy. But what if I told you that there's more lore to this image? And it's a very funny one. So I have identified the boy in the photo to be Richard Evans, who is part of the group called Red Letter Media. Red Letter Media is a group of movie reviewers and independent filmmakers that run a YouTube channel. For one of their Halloween specials in 2013, they show off the original Polaroid photo of Dick the Birthday Boy and gave it to Rich as a little prank since he hasn't seen that photo in over 15 years. This was also the first time that the photo of Dick the Birthday Boy would surface on the internet. And this was his reaction to the prank.
Jay, what's going on?
Well, in addition to us shooting this episode around Halloween time, today is also Rich Evans' birthday. And recently, Mike discovered this old photo from Rich's birthday. And so we, as a present, we have painstakingly recreated this lovely shirt that he's wearing, and we're gonna give it to him as a birthday / Halloween episode gift.
Figured you might not wear a Halloween costume today, so we got one for you. And you just might recognize it. Do you remember it? From a very special day when you were 5 or 3 or something?
What the f? Why do you have this? Why do you have that?
Happy birthday, Dick the Birthday Boy.
Did you like steal my old family photographs? Is there like an album of mine in your possession? This is creepy.
The following years, some people would post this image all over the web without context, that it made the photo so popular that it was even featured on The Ellen Show. Rich would even do an interview with his friend, who is also a member of Red Letter Media.
Dick the Birthday Boy photo. As seen right here.
I understand there are people out there who don't believe that's actually me. This meme has gotten out of our control. It's grown its own legs. It's ran away. We have no control over it.
First of all, it is you in the picture. What's the story behind the photo, Rich? Why don't you start?
I mean, the story is I was a small child, and I was given that shirt to wear on my birthday. That's the story.
Who made the shirt?
I was actually curious about this. I went to visit my uncle. It was just my grandmother's idea to get a shirt that says Dick the Birthday Boy, and she was completely oblivious to any alternate meaning that might have.
That's your shirt, and you wore that shirt on your 6th birthday?
I don't.
You look about 6.
I could be 6.
5, maybe. You went to Showbiz Pizza, wore the shirt. Showbiz Pizzas are gone. They were in Chicago, the Chicagoland area. Rich is tearing up his grandmother's very gaudy home to get rid of, to sell it, because you weren't going to live there anymore. Nanu was in a grave.
And I had taken those photos, those family photos. I think I just tossed them in the damn trash.
You did. You did.
And like a filthy garbage picker, you came along and snatched them up. You know who you are.
And I'm a garbage picker. And I saw those pictures on top of a pile of trash in a garbage can. And I thought, why is he throwing away family photos? I looked at them and I instantly recognized the one that's the funniest is you posed next to the Showbiz Pizza Bear. My real reaction was, why is Rich throwing away pictures? And then I thought, wow, this one's pretty funny. And then I put it, because I thought it was funny, and I put them in my pocket, and I kept them.
So basically when Rich was cleaning out his grandmother's house, he threw away so many childhood photos, and then Mike would see him throw away his childhood photos, so he went to the trash can to pick those photos up and gave them to Rich 15 years later. Who knew that this photo had so much lore to it? Blue Rye's scary face. Okay, this is more of a joke entry. So on Instagram, I teased that I was making this video, and Blue Rye, who's a Twitch streamer, replied to my story with this photo. This is a photo of Rye staring into the camera with an emotionless face, staring into your soul, standing in front of a very dark, ominous background. If you didn't know, Rye uses that face as an emote for his Twitch chat. This was more of a joke, but when Rye sent me the photo, I stared at it for a few seconds, and not gonna lie, the photo is pretty creepy looking. Like, why is he standing in a very dark hallway smiling, like if he's from the Smile movie? So I asked Rye, what are the origins to this photo? After all, it's him in the photo. And this is a screenshot from one of his older live streams from over a year ago, playing Poppy Playtime 2. A lot of his viewers claim that this is the original photo, however, that is incorrect, because the scary Blue Rye image is not edited and is instead a screenshot from an old live stream.
So first of all, if you ask Zeno, Zeno's the first one who released the photo. If you ask Zeno, he's going to tell you all he did is screenshot it off of his stream. He screenshotted it. He didn't edit it. Zeno was the first person to release that photo out, right? He screenshotted that photo.
Now I want to talk about the background. Where on earth was he streaming at? What backrooms level was this man on? Well, on Instagram, he told me that this was at his dorm. I didn't bother to ask him which school just so we can get a definitive answer on the background just because L docs. But at least we know what the background is. Like I have stated, this is an old screenshot from an old livestream, but sadly the livestream is now lost media. Twitch auto-deletes VODs in 30 days, and when Rye posted clips onto his YouTube channel, he sadly didn't include the clip where this photo originated from. I tried doing some digging on my own where I could possibly find the original video, since so many people in his community wanted me to find it, but I think it's sadly lost media forever. I tried looking at the Wayback Machine and looked through May of 2022 because that's when Poppy Playtime 2 came out, but sadly there isn't anything for that month. I'm not a pro at finding lost media, and I have never found something on my own, and everything I talk about in my videos I get it from the Lost Media Wiki. Luckily, with the success from my Lost Media videos, so many members of the Lost Media community now watch my videos. And to those people watching, I want to challenge you guys if you can find the original video clip on where this photo came from. And that is the end of where did these images come from. Thank you for all the recent support, it really does mean a lot to me, and big shout out to these creators for finding the origins of a few images that I talked about in this video. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and go buy yourself something nice at EARL.com. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. See you guys.